Ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Duckworth Lamar done put the culture in a tailspin. So last night, I was just chilling, doing my little thing, getting whatever in order. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Kendrick Lamar's music just got pulled from streaming. Hold on, let's get right into this right here. So, in the middle of the day, Kendrick Lamar's 2024 album GNX has seemingly disappeared from Apple Music along with the Drake diss Euphoria. Here was the crazy part about it. I went and checked my Apple because I bought GNX off of Apple. I went and it was gone. I said, oh my goodness.
Got you, bitch.
First of all, this is one of those moments where I say, just reminding that we don't own anything. You could pay full price for something, a movie, a video game, album, and at any given time, the powers that be can just be like, no more, you don't get any more. So that was crazy. But anyway, besides that, I was like, wait a minute. Euphoria got pulled, GNX got pulled, and then all of a sudden, right here, Not Like Us was pulled. The music video for Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us and Luther have been taken down on YouTube. And as a YouTuber, I said, uh-oh. Was it community guidelines? Was it da-da-da? Was it this, that, and the third? Now, obviously, this was the most talked about thing because it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. Now, both sides were hitting me. People were hitting me up like, screw what's going on? I don't know, bro. Hey. Before we go any further, Before we go any further, you know exactly what time it is. Bonnet, screw, here. Real men protect the locks, Statistics show that about only 20% of the people watching this are subscribed. You know what I mean? So, it is very important. I don't say this enough because sometimes I think it's cringe, but I see other YouTubers say it. It's like the YouTube stereotype. And every time I say this, make this call to action, y'all really come through. So, I need to just take out the time right now to ask you if you enjoy this content. If you don't, move on. If you enjoy this content, I need you to hit that like button, get this video 6,000 thumbs up, and what's even more important than that, I need you to subscribe. I upload every day, sometimes twice a day, and yeah, go ahead and do that. Shout out to y'all. But shout out to Certified Boogeyman. I went to his page because I saw his tweets, and he made this tweet here, right? It's the music video of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us and Luther have been removed by the uploader. Now, here's another thing where this is where my YouTube knowledge comes in. A lot of people are saying, oh, YouTube took it down. Oh, da-da-da-da. And I go, no, it says removed by the uploader, which means whoever uploaded it, Kendrick's team took it down. And then when he put the Certified Boogeyman, put the big stepper, Ludacris, stand up, boom, boom, big boot. And I said, oh, wait a minute now. What do you know? And that wasn't it. He did that, then he did the storm. Is it the calm before the storm? Now, he wasn't the only one tweeting cryptic like this. I was just sitting in the cut. Like Batman like Sting in the rafters. I was just sitting in the cut. Like, what we doing here? So, here's another one. Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell no truths about you. Shoo. So, I'm over here thinking, what do you know, brother? What do you know, brother? Now, the people who enjoy hip-hop and enjoy Kendrick and enjoy stuff like this, everybody was freaking out in a good way. So everybody was, oh my God, what's happening? People were excited. People were, let me get by my computer. Because this boy will just drop out of nowhere. Let me get there. And then yesterday I dropped the Heart Part 7. People have been talking about it. But when hip-hop is enjoying themselves, the OVO... The OVHOs is not going to let that happen. So, of course, we got two of the biggest cappers in the industry. Hold on, let me pull this up. Acadiddy TV posted this up, right? And they said, as a definitive fact, by the way, so you got to know that these niggas just be lying. They said, Not Like Us has been re-uploaded to YouTube with the artificial views removed. Now remember, Remember, they said he removed and got back with the artificial views removed. Remember that. So jump in with the negative conspiracy theories. It's because of botting. That's what they're trying to say. And then we got Aka Diddler himself. This is what Aka Diddler said about the it getting pulled down.
Who knows? Perhaps Kendrick was like, yo, listen, maybe Kendrick's excited for Iceman. He just said, damn, man, tired of being a fucking hater. He just deleted it. Shout out to Kendrick. Right? Like, nigga probably was just like, yo, he probably hyped to be on Iceman. He deleted this song. He did some J. Cole shit. Shout out to Kendrick, man.
Now, remind you, this is somebody who's supposed to know what he's talking about, by the way. So,
it's not.
Really? By the way, I didn't even say this. They Not Like Us t-shirts are back up on the fromthevillage.us page. I'm going to be pinning the link of that in the pinned comment and in the description. Bro, Not Like Us is back. We treat Not Like Us like it just dropped again. Go grab you a They Not Like Us t-shirt, and I will send a personal thank you video to everybody who does it in the next 4 days till Iceman drops. I'll do it. So go cop it right now, and I will send you a personal thank you video. Shout out to you. Hold on.
I realized the dot era was a failure. It's time for the Iceman. Like, this was the weakest era in history.
Now, that is wishful thinking from the main singer and Pel Biv DeVoe, the #1 Drake pelvis eater. He gonna have wishful thinking for his Drakey poo. He gonna have wishful thinking. Now, being somebody who your word is supposed to mean something, like his word has not meant anything. And if his word means something to you after he was told that he was basically paid to not say negative things about artists, then that's on yourself. Now, remember, both of them and all the owls were kicking all of the negative conspiracy theories because that's what they do. Now, shout out to Brian Zisusk, who is somebody who is in the industry. I think he has a connection or to TDE or something like that. But he tweeted this. Yes, I know why. So he knows why it was taken down. No, I can't talk about it. It's not remotely interesting or exciting. The music should be live again. Okay, so as soon as, oh, my bad, brother. Oh, yeah, we follow each other. So as soon as I saw this, I started winding down my feelings a little bit. Like I said, okay, so it's probably nothing that crazy. It's probably nothing insane. But you know me, as a kid in the candy store with hip hop, I'm still going to be excited, right? So I was on YouTube randomly. Now, if somebody else, and I challenge you, all my subscribers, if y'all know a screenshot of somebody who screenshotted this in less than a minute, show me. Because I think I might have been the first person to screenshot that Luther was back on YouTube, right? So in 1 minute, by the way, show me. If I'm not the first person, I'm one of them. I screenshotted it, I put it up, and I said, wait, why did Kendrick just upload Luther again? Something going on, right? So I saw that it got re-uploaded. Then all of a sudden, GNX went back up. Not Like Us went back up. Luther went back up. As we see here, Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria is back now on Apple Music after briefly disappearing from the platform, right? So it went up. Now, mind you, the OV hoes were trying to kick, the Acadiddlers TVs were trying to kick the whole, it was botting. They took it down because of botting. It was botting, right? That's what the narrative they're kicking you. Or Acadiddler himself going to say, well, maybe he took it down because he's a hater. Wishful thinking, you know what I mean? So they all go back up. And when they go back up, obviously the views restart. So it goes even more, the owls are spot. I told you, right? So scrolling through this, Luther video was re-uploaded, and mind you, his screenshot says what? 5 minutes. So I was quicker than him. 5 minutes, I was quicker than hot new hip hop, right? So you know they're just reposting that everything's going back up. Music video Not Like Us has been re-uploaded after it was temporarily removed. GNX went right back up, and I know every time it went up, the conspiracy theory owls were like, dang.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Well, I mean, the views are different. It's because of the views. Now, here's the comedy the biggest comedy. Now remember, the conspiracy theory they were trying to kick was it went down because of the botted streams, right? The view count was different, but let's just see this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are on Kendrick Lamar's channel right now, the Big Stepper himself. Now remind you, they were trying to kick that it was going down because of botting. Some people were saying, oh, he's going to lose the UMG case. And they said, well, the views are, well, they just removed all the fake views. They removed, remember, Diddler TV literally said that. Now, it's funny because in a short amount of time, 60 million views right back on there. And my thumbs up, back on there. I didn't re-thumbs up it. This is my old thumbs up. Back on there. So Luther, the view count went right back. Botting, huh? Wow. Here's the funniest part. Not like us. Mind you, they said it took down because of botting. 468 million views and my original my original thumbs up and my original comment. Ladies and gentlemen, and then after all of that came out, they've been quiet. Two things. The word is Kendrick Lamar re-uploaded these because of relicensing, which is, if you think about it, absolutely fire. Because that means that Kendrick Lamar, if I'm correct, I think, there's a good chance that he owns the majority of all the rights to Not Like Us, GNX, Luther, and all those things, which is huge, because that means that he's like licensed it for like 2 years. And then now for the majority of the time, he gonna get, that is fire. That is fire. You know what I mean? That's a great deal. And then also, that's a lot of the people saying that's the reason it went back up. And another thing that it made me super duper really realize, and in a way kind of feel sorry in a weird way for like the Drake stans and the acadidlers and the da-da-da, is because look at this tweet that I made, right? Damn, 2 re-uploads really shook the culture like that. Doc could really shut this whole thing down if he wanted to. And then even the acadidler making the post about it, everybody talking about it. It's insane because we are in the middle of the Iceman rollout. And what this makes me feel is how the way that all the OVOs went from talking about Iceman to immediately talk about this, and actually talking about this with more reverence, it goes back to, or more excitement, it goes back to what I'm saying. I do not think that these new Drake fans are Drake fans. I just don't think it. And it made me go like, Kendrick could, it was that easy? Yes, sir! It also made me feel like, is some of this anticipation and some of the things y'all keep kicking and some of the hip hop is not the right way because Drake hasn't dropped, even though he's dropped more music than he usually dropped. It feels real fake and forced now. Because it's like, man, if Kendrick just re-uploading songs can literally have this much of a natural reaction, cause this much natural curiosity, then what's going on? And it makes me go like, now, let me say, I do think Iceman's going to do numbers. There's nothing really else to listen to. It's going to be number one, and it's morbid curiosity of Drake speaking about, and we all know he's going to diss people, is going to bring people to it. So, of course, it should do numbers. Now, I keep saying things like, do I believe Kendrick dropping soon? I don't know. But I do believe if Kendrick drops soon, he's going to take the air away from everything. And yeah, that says a lot. That's not even a shot to Drake. If I'm Drake, I'm pissed. Not because, y'all care about Kendrick. It's more about like, damn, nigga, I'm in the middle of rolling on my album. And like, from the moment Kendrick re-uploaded those to right now, niggas ain't even really talking about Iceman anymore. And we're in the middle of his rollout. His shit drops in like 4 days, don't it? Hey. I like, comment, subscribe, bro.